as well.
Thank you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You must be wondering, how come I'll be saying thank you at the beginning of my speech and not at the end? Well, I mean, this is the word in my mind when I come to conclude so far my 19 years of Toastmasters experience.
Yes.
Let me tell you how I joined Toastmasters. I think this is relevant. Although my story might have been known to somebody here. It all started back in 1993. I had a presentation to make, and I asked one of my best friends to come along. I said, give me some feedback. Now, after the presentation, I asked him, how was it? He frowned, and then he said, I suggest you go to Toastmasters. That was how he started. Then the next question, what made me stay in Toastmasters for that 19 years? 19 years, ladies and gentlemen. You know, there are not that many 19 years in one's life. So what made me stay there? Then the same question was asked in one occasion where there was another veteran Toastmaster, Khalid Khan. He joined Toastmasters at the same time as me. So they also asked us, why are you still coming to Toastmasters meetings? Khalid came forward and he said, I want to get away from my wife. He came to me and I said, I want to get a wife. Khalid knew that Toastmasters are very good communicators, and obviously that remark will finally find its way to his wife's ears. So he quickly came and said, I was only kidding. And then I also added, I mean it. Now you laugh, and at the same time, it's there a little bit of good laughter. And yes, in Toastmasters, you always get good laughter. But it's not the good laughter that keeps me in Toastmasters. It's the learning I get from every meeting, from every speaker, that keep me in Toastmasters. Now, needless to say, I learned from good speakers. But there was a very good speaker when I first joined the club. He was an accountant. And he's such an arrogant speaker that every time he spoke, he attracted and captured my attention. And I like particularly that he has that sense of humor, self-deprecation, master self-deprecation. And like every accountant, he's bored here and here. Right? And he's asking the audience, he said, you know, for people who are bored here are sexy. like Jackie, right? And for people who is bored here is a thinker. Now, if someone like me, what do you think it means? And the people are saying, oh, it must be a sexy thinker. No. It's that he thinks he's sexy. Self-deprecation. Think about it. It's the self-deprecation that helps build up confidence. I learned so much from him. But this is not the only thing I learned from him. I still remember one time he offered me comments on my speech and he commented on my progress. He said, well, you're making good progress, Talis. And, you know, the Toastmaster program is benefiting you. We are at the receiving end of the program. It's time to reciprocate. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the receiving end of the program. Time to reciprocate. That very statement keeps me in Toastmaster, attending meetings, volunteer myself to serve the executive committee, volunteer myself to do youth leadership program for students, for youngsters. Now, the process helped me grow. The process helped me learn. The process helped me find reward. And I must thank this Toastmaster, very good speaker. Next, I also learned from first-timers. You know what first-timers means? Those who join Toastmasters, new members. And that particular member, she had her icebreaker. Among the very few speeches, among the thousands of speeches I've heard over the 19 years, that I can still remember very vividly. Now that speech was made some 15 years ago, and I still remember it. You must be wondering, what has she done, right? It's a very simple icebreaker. It starts off about, an unfulfilled childhood dream she had with her. She said she always wanted her mum to pick her up from school, after school. But that dream was never realized because the mum was the breadwinner of the family. And then she said, tonight, in the audience, there is a lady who doesn't understand English. She was here because her daughter asked her to be here, to witness her daughter to complete a very important school assignment. Ladies and gentlemen, is that touching? Very simple. I mean, that still touched my heart because it's very simple and direct, open and genuine. This is all we need to make people remember your speech. And I must thank this first time. Now, so I learned from the good speakers, I learned from the first timers, and I must say I also learned from the not so good speakers. You probably ask, what do you mean by you learn from the not so good speakers? Think about it. We learn silence from the talkative. We learn sensitivity from the insensitive. And we learn perseverance from the impatient. They're all my teachers. They are all my teachers. I must thank them. And for tonight, I really would like to make that statement here, ladies and gentlemen. You are all my teachers. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you.